Welcome back to the Laugh Daily Podcast, brought to you and sponsored by the YouTube channel JSTU. Guys, thanks for being here again.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
It's our pleasure. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do this podcast by myself. So
Oh.
I just had to say I'm glad you're
that
here.
means a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks.
But first things first, we need to call Walmart. In the past, during our podcasts, we've given GameStop a run for their money. We've pranked them many times, but it's time to switch over to Walmart. So let's give them a call. We got some questions for them.
Target or Walmart?
Zenitucci Walmart, how may I direct your call?
Hi, I was just curious if you guys have any life advice by chance. I know it's not usually the type of call you get, but
Wait, what's it called?
Life advice.
What's that? What I mean,
Like,
what do you mean life advice?
well, like
give you some advice?
yeah, exactly.
Okay, what are you looking for? Because I can't do that because I'm not getting sued for any problems.
Oh, okay. Well, it might be in the toy department. Could you just transfer me there? It's a game.
Why? Oh, it's a game?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you didn't say that. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I mean, I definitely don't want you to be sued.
Me neither.
Hold on just one moment. I can't put this on park.
She said, I can't put this on park. She didn't want to give me advice because she didn't want to be sued.
What is she trying to park? What?
You mean on hold?
I can't put this in park. Is she a mobile unit? And you've got to stop that with a water bottle.
I was trying to add something funny.
That's not funny.
It
That's
will.
annoying.
No, it'll sound funny on
No,
camera.
it won't. Everyone in the comments, Isaac, stop. Seriously, my ears. That's all the comments now.
Sorry, but we do not carry that.
Okay. Do you recommend I call somewhere else for that?
Anybody who has toys,
Anybody who has
there's
toys.
Target.
Oh, Target?
You promise it was a toy?
Yeah, I'll call Target. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Oh, he.
Oh,
Dang it! I hung up.
That's okay. It's okay.
Dang it! She was about to say something.
Okay, clearly Walmart has no life advice as expected, but she did recommend we call Target. So, Target, let's see what you got.
Thank you for calling Target Electronics.
Hey, my name's Justin. I just got off the phone with Walmart. I was looking for life advice, and they said they didn't have any, but they said to call you. So I wanted to see if you had any life advice for me.
You said life advice?
Yeah. Just
Like
just general life advice.
daily life?
Yeah.
Take it easy and don't stress too much.
That was good.
Okay. That was legendary, man. Thanks for that advice. I'll definitely try and apply that.
Hey, yeah, man. I try to do that myself. Anything else I could help you with today?
Yeah, actually, me and my brothers are starting a podcast where we just kind of debate each other. We're wondering if you could give us our first topic.
PlayStation 5 and Xbox.
Okay.
All right. We'll discuss that right now. Thanks, man.
Hey, no problem. What's your podcast? I'll give it a shout out.
Laugh Daily Podcast.
Hey, right on, man. Well, you have good luck with that, and thanks for calling Target.
Yeah, man. Have a
Appreciate
good
it,
day.
man. Have a good one.
See you.
Bye.
See ya.
See, this is exactly why Target is better than Walmart.
Did we get
Right,
to the
Andrew?
funny part that time?
Huh?
Did we get to the funny part that time? When should I have slurped?
You know, none of that really was funny.
For the record, guys, my slurping was the funniest thing so far.
Hey, if
So-
that's your opinion, that's
and
fine.
I got slapped for that. Yeah, you wanna
I'll do
debate
it
that
again
first?
too because all the they keep rolling in. I keep seeing the comments. Isaac, stop with that. My ears. Stop
Guys,
slurping
stop
like a
commenting
slob.
that. It was funny.
No, I was going to say, do you agree with that?
With what?
That Walmart is worse than Target?
In what way?
Yeah.
Just every way possible.
no, not,
You-
not every way possible.
You think Walmart's better?
Like I said, I'd much rather shop at Walmart than Target because anytime I go to Target, they never have what I need.
Okay.
Their selection is very limited and weird.
Isaac?
I go to Target for vibes,
Not shopping.
but like at Walmart is where I would actually find more useful things that are cheap. Target, most of their stuff is like their Target brand.
That's what I'm saying. Their selection is limited, weird, and not helpful.
Yeah.
If you're going to the store to be like, I need WD-40.
Whereas if you love Target's aesthetic, then obviously that's the better.
I like the
store.
Target aesthetic, and I like everything better about Target than Walmart.
What if you need a cheap toaster?
I'm going to Target.
Not a chance.
I ain't going to Walmart's way too big. There's way too many annoying people. Target's calmer.
But
Yeah.
you're going away from what you need.
Hey,
If you're
I
going
love the
somewhere
people at
because you
Walmart.
don't actually need what you need, that's different. But if you're like, I need this item, I'm going to Walmart.
No, I would
if you
drive out of
just
my
want
way.
to walk around and just not get what you need, sure, go to Target. Waste your time.
No, dude.
I like the people at Walmart.
Even Target giving good advice. You like the people at Walmart?
yeah, I find the people at Target probably would annoy me more.
The people at Walmart are way better to observe. That's for sure.
Yeah, and to have a
Like
yeah,
to people watch.
Yeah.
Oh, do you guys like people watching?
Not really.
Especially at the airport. That's the best. You, Isaac?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's so fun, especially at Walmart. You walk around, you'll run into the strangest characters.
You already said Target's better in every single way possible. Then you just said Walmart's
okay,
better
that's
this
the
way.
I
Oops.
take that back. But the only thing better about Walmart is the people watching.
When I go to Walmart, I'm usually one of the at least top 5 strangest people in there.
You are?
Myself. And so I feel like I just match the Walmart energy. I don't feel bougie enough to be in Target sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, look at these slides.
Yeah, Isaac, for those listening, he is wearing ramen slides, where'd you get those?
He didn't. Those are from here. That's
These are
from a
from
podcast.
You guys use them in an old podcast. And
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I put them on after I did the Butter Crocs. I had no other shoes, so I was like, "Can I please take these home?" And so they've just been sitting in my house. And this morning they were closest to the door, and I put them on.
Yeah.
They're
I think we
kinda
actually got
fresh.
those probably from Walmart.
Oh, these are definitely a Walmart
Yeah.
looking shoe right here.
That's good. Okay, before this podcast, I went on ChatGPT and I asked them to ask us what we should discuss on the podcast. You want to know what it said? I don't know why I keep saying they. I don't even know what to call it. ChatGPT.
I think it's an it. It's
Yeah,
just
it.
It said,
It said, if animals could talk, which one would be the funniest and most entertaining to have a conversation with, and why? That's the first thing it said. You know what my answer is?
I don't.
You'll never guess. And this
I'm guessing
might
you're going to say chameleon.
no. This actually isn't technically an animal.
Okay.
It's
A
a-
mushroom.
amoeba,
That would be kind of
a
fun.
parasite.
No, a worm.
I mean, that's an animal.
Is it an animal?
Yeah. What?
I don't know. I feel like that's more of like an insect and not an animal.
That sounds like a better debate. Are
Yeah,
insects
you just
animals?
started our first debate. Is an insect an animal?
Why don't we just ask Google first?
Oh yeah.
It's not
Are
a mammal.
insects
You're thinking
animals?
mammal.
What?
You're thinking mammals. Like it's not a mammal, but it's
Yeah,
still
I
an animal.
guess.
Insects are animals belonging to the class known as Insecta.
Okay, ask, is a worm an animal?
Is a worm an animal?
Almost broke the couch.
A worm is an animal with a long cylinder tube-like body and no limbs.
See, okay, that's exactly why talking to a worm would be incredible. They have no limbs. All they do is dig and eat in the dirt and poop it out.
They don't.
And yet they have so much value to society. Without worms, we wouldn't have thriving gardens.
What does that have to do with talking to them?
Yeah, that makes them sound kind of
Because-
boring, to be honest.
No,
That sounds like a horrible conversation.
They got
No,
no good
because-
stories. All they do is eat dirt and poop it
So,
out.
Oh, tell me about the gardens you guys manage.
they would probably have a lot of wisdom when it comes to things of the soil.
Yeah. They're like, I don't get it. I just poop.
Okay, well, I think worms would be great, but what do you guys think?
I'm thinking dog.
Whose dog?
I'm thinking a dog. I'm thinking that.
Yeah, whose dog is a good question.
I'm thinking that, especially if they're a domestic dog, they've probably gained a level of a sense of humor from being around humans so much. So depending on who their owner is, like they could have developed a funny personality,
That's true.
and then like we're just vibing, being like a golden retriever maybe.
Thinking probably a lemur from Madagascar.
Specifically from Madagascar?
Like the country, not the movie.
Oh. Are you sure that's what he was talking about?
I think so. Is that what you're talking about? Or are you
Nah, he's talking about the movie.
Or are you talking about King Julian?
No. Well, it's a combination because not only do they exist, if you've seen the movie, you'll see the representation of who they are.
That's
because
true.
it's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
100% accurate scientific film.
That movie is kind of a
Uh-huh.
cheat code. You get to see how the animals
Right,
are
exactly.
based
So
on that.
King Julian is, man,
He's kind of annoying, to be honest.
okay, I'd rather talk to King Julian than a worm.
Yeah, me too.
No, we already know all about King Julian. We know nothing about a worm. I've never seen a worm movie, a worm anything. There's a VeggieTale in worms? Or whoa,
Wait,
a
what?
worm and VeggieTales.
What about James and the Giant
What?
Peach?
Oh, Wormy? Not Hermie and Wormy?
Worm and VeggieTales.
You know
I
Hermie and
gotta
Wormy,
Google
though?
this.
With Bugsby?
Khalil?
B-U-Z-B-Y, Busby. Oh, Carlisle. Khalil? It's Carlisle. Is it? Oh, whoa.
It's definitely not
That's
Carlisle.
yeah, it's not. It's Khalil.
Whoa, that's a weird.
not remember him.
Mistakenly called Carlisle by Jonah. That's why I thought that.
His
says there.
mother's a caterpillar. Father was a worm. I didn't know that worms and caterpillars kind of
I don't think they
combine
do.
forces. Yeah, that's why. How did he?
Combined forces.
I think
That's
it's
one way
more
to
of
put
a
it.
joke for a kids movie.
I love combining forces.
Still, they have a whole fan wiki on Khalil. A personality bio.
What's his personality like as a worm? What do they think worms are like?
In his debut, he wore a red turban and a darker red vest with white diamond patterns. I guess it's only talking about what he's worn, so he must not be that. Khalil is based after the worm who ate the plant God gave to Jonah when he watches over Nineveh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I guess he see exactly what.
Wait, so what were we originally talking about? How do we get on
If
this
worms
guy?
are animals, and how about War of the Worms?
is that a movie? No,
If
but
not, I would definitely watch it.
If not, we gotta make
What's
it.
the plot of that?
Oh, have you seen Ants?
Oh, see, okay, yes.
Dude, yeah,
Bugs
that would be
Life?
sick.
Like
but with
these
worms.
plots have already been made. We just need one that's War of the Worms.
War of the Worms.
The problem with worms is they have no legs or anything, so it wouldn't be that riveting. If it
Unless
was-
you
because
make
they
it
don't have
cool.
legs.
You
I
could
mean,
make
they're
them like
just
ninja
so
worms.
slow.
Worms aren't that slow.
Well, I guess they made a movie about snails, and those guys are pretty slow.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Turbo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you made them like sick, like maybe anime worms, where they like kind of move like,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, that's true.
That'd be sick. Sorry.
Do you guys have any unpopular opinions? I even posted on Instagram asking for your guys' questions, and one of them was unpopular opinions,
Unpopular opinions.
which I know you have one, Isaac, because we were discussing this before the podcast. Would
Yeah.
you say that's an opinion, or was that maybe just like a...
I'm stating a fact, and people want to argue with me.
Sounds like an opinion.
Okay.
The banana bread one. That's the one you're talking
Yeah,
about.
unless you have something better.
I mean, we can start off with that one. That conversation leads into a lot of other ones.
Okay. Hit us.
Basically, and I haven't heard what you think of this yet.
I thought I answered it.
You answered it, but you didn't say anything after I like shared my reasonings.
Okay.
I just asked the simple question: is banana bread a cake or bread?
And I restated the question, and I thought the answer was in the question.
Right, and that's a fair thing to think.
I think it's bread because
Right,
banana bread.
right.
It's made with flour,
Now it's made with flour.
so that makes it bread.
Okay, no, that's so false. Pastry is not bread.
Why isn't it called banana cake then?
Why is cheesecake called cheesecake?
Yeah,
Is that a
cheesecake is
cake?
definitely
Because
a pie.
it's cake.
It's not. No,
No,
cheesecake
no,
is
no.
not cake.
Cheesecake's not cake.
Then why is it called cheesecake?
Because
If you
It's
think
just
cheesecake is
sound-
cake, then I can't win any argument. With you.
cheesecake is clearly not cake
What
Yeah,
is it?
It's a tart.
or a pie.
got- Not a
Well,
pie.
it can't be both.
Pie's got to have a lid. We're getting too far into the arguments right now.
Okay,
Go back to the
stick-
bread.
Yeah, bread. Convince me that it's not bread.
Bread only has like 2 or 3 ingredients, and it's flour, water, yeast, and
Yes.
apparently Carrie sometimes puts sugar in her bread for some sweet, maybe a little bit of sweetness. But it doesn't always have to have sugar. But there's no eggs.
A
Because
cake or a pastry.
if you say banana bread is bread, then what makes cake cake? Answer that question. What makes a cake a cake?
The frosting.
No.
Yeah. If you're giving me a pile of bread with no frosting,
So chocolate cake without frosting ain't cake. It's bread all of a
it's
sudden.
more of like a low tier brownie or something.
No,
You got to throw frosting on it for it to be a cake. You show up to a birthday party with no frosting, people are gonna be like, "Get out of here."
Victoria sponge cake.
What is that?
What about angel food cake?
Yeah, angel food cake.
Yeah, you're not showing up to a birthday party with that.
But it's still cake though.
Pineapple
Birthday cake is
upside
different.
down cake.
Birthday cake's different.
I don't know.
Yeah, pineapple upside down cake.
So that's
So you're telling
that's
me
the
if you
argument.
put some cream cheese frosting on banana bread, it's all of a sudden a cake? The frosting
It's
is the
leaning
only thing
towards it.
separating bread from cake. No, it's fully
Wait,
on
Isaac,
the
can
cake.
you restate your position on this? Like just so
Yes,
we're
my
firm.
my position is that even though it's called bread and even though it's in a loaf shape, it is technically, I know it's called bread, but it's technically a cake because of its ingredients. Its ingredients, its texture, its flavor profile, it all makes it cake.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a weird opinion.
No.
Okay, do you have an unpopular opinion, Andrew? Out of all the opinions you have, is there an unpopular one?
I don't know if my opinions in general are the popular ones or not.
That's the thing. You kind of have to start debating one thing and then let it spiral into oblivion until, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we went to cheesecake, then we went to pie. Like it gets deep in there, man. The food theory, pies have to have a lid, otherwise it's a
Have
tart.
to?
Yeah, otherwise it's a
We
tart.
don't really call things tarts in America, really.
I know, but that's the technicality of it. Drew is shook by what you just said.
Drew's been to English.
Yeah, Drew's slowly converting to a European. Like, hang on. We'll take a picture of Drew and then just insert him into the podcast.
Yeah, he could not like more.
Does he look English?
He doesn't look like he's from where we're from.
Yeah, he doesn't look Coloradan at least. I have another food one to see if we agree on this one. This is the classic one. Probably cringe to even bring up.
What,
'cause
our
it's
hot
been
dogs,
debated.
tacos?
Hot dogs are tacos. I was gonna say is hot dog a sandwich.
That's what
It
I
was
meant.
really a hot dog question?
Yeah.
That's what I was meant to say.
Wow.
Have you not heard that question?
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
That's like the classic like food debate.
Well, what's the other side?
That is not a sandwich.
That it's a taco.
That it's not a taco. That it's just not a sandwich. Like it's its own thing.
What else would it be?
it leans more towards a taco because it's
Perfect. I'm
just
glad you
in
said
the
that.
in the taco like you fold the tortilla.
All right.
Sandwich is two separate pieces that
It's
are put
got to be
together.
separate. So a Philly cheesesteak, taco, Subway
No,
sandwich,
Philly
taco,
cheesesteak is sandwich.
but it's connected.
No, I didn't have a
hoagie?
connected one.
A hoagie, a sub sandwich at Subway is a taco.
Nope.
You get a steak and cheese at Subway. That's a little taco sandwich.
A hot
A
dog.
taco sandwich, you can't.
It sounds weird either way. I'll get a sandwich if you go to a hot dog store.
Well, we order the kind of that's the kind of sandwich because you never go into Jersey Mike's and say, "Can I get a sandwich?" And then they just look at you like, "What do you want?" You say, "Can I get a club sandwich?" You're like, "Can I get a hot dog?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
I get a
then you
burger?
wouldn't say
A burger's
hot
a
dog
sandwich?
sandwich.
Yeah. A what?
A burger's a sandwich.
I guess, yeah.
Chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Hot dog between two little buns.
Mm-hmm.
Good. That's a good one that we agree on. We found some common ground right off the bat.
Yeah.
I don't know. We've been at this for a while. I wouldn't say we're right off the bat.
What's
More-
your controversial opinion?
I'm going to have to think on that one.
Good.
I feel like you guys would know it if I had one that was very obvious. Because we discuss random stuff all the time. When we're out filming videos, we get in these random conversations.
You only thought of mine because we just had it.
Yeah. A more serious question. How long it usually takes us to edit one video?
Takes me about a week.
Doesn't take me any time at all.
It takes me no time at all because, we don't edit.
But if you were to ask our editors, they'd probably have a different opinion. And
It is a long time. That's all I know.
it can depend on the video. If we have just one camera, they can get that probably done in a week. Some of our other videos that have 20 cameras, like the one they're just starting to edit today. Ooh,
It's going to be a good one.
Rick messaged Andrew and I and said that the latest video we just filmed, which was Hunger Games in real life, we had like about 20 people, 20 cameras, 28 hours of footage.
If you think about that, that's because the editors only hear like 7-8 hours a day. So that's taking them at least 3-4 days to even watch all the footage before they even start cutting it.
Yeah, so
That's insane.
we're getting actually extra help for that because they're getting. Because, man, it's going to take forever. It took them forever just to edit the Capture the Flag Island video. We filmed that, like, what was it, like 2
I
months?
thought it was end of September. It was?
Yeah, so that's like at least a month.
And we just uploaded that.
Yes. So that's pretty insane. So if these, I guess we'll only keep doing them if they do well. Otherwise, there's nothing good about multicam video shoots.
Oh, man.
They're very fun, but if people don't like them,
they're
then
fun for us.
not only does it take the editors longer, it's way more difficult to manage. And
Chris has a mental breakdown every time we film.
that's the
one of
thing
those.
about doing new YouTube videos. They can be a really good thing or a really bad thing. It's like we put so much time and effort into a video, and it could do really well, or it could do bad, and then we're just like, well, I guess we're not doing that again. What is one of your most life-changing experience? Annalise asks.
Thanks for your question, Annalise.
You, Isaac, had a.
The
Well, I don't
tent.
know if. I was going to say. I don't know if it was it life-changing?
In the moment it was. My life's
is-
gone relatively back to how it was before the tent now.
Oh, the tent.
I'd say getting
Yeah.
married probably.
Isaac
I thought you were
spent
gonna say-
7 days in a tent.
What do you think I was gonna say?
Diabetes.
Oh, forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah, when my doctor called me and said, "You have diabetes," that was pretty life changing.
Oh,
In a good way. Like my life got healthier.
I guess you could have life-changing in positive or negative ways.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
true.
I'd say having first child.
Oof.
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't had that yet.
Well,
Yeah, well, I don't know
it's
why.
going to change.
agree.
Both Andrew and I have had that.
Sorry, guys.
No, sorry.
It's a good thing.
Oh.
Good. So if it's a good thing, then that's encouraging for you.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that Isaac got his diabetes? Did we already? I might have already said this, but like minutes before we filmed this Oreo podcast.
Oh yeah, remember that Oreo one? I got the
Really?
call. I got the call an hour before that I had diabetes.
we were
and I
we
still
were
did
up
the
here setting up
podcast.
the podcast, and he comes walking in the room, and he goes, "Guys, I don't know if I can do today's podcast."
But he did it.
I still did it.
And then afterwards, you just felt like.
And his
afterwards-
reasoning
then I
was
did
like-
the burger, and then I did the pizza, and then I did the fries, and then I did the pumpkin spice.
Yeah,
and
but
then
the
the chicken sandwich.
the Oreo one, I remember you saying that if you didn't get that phone call in that moment, you would have been eating them already. So what's the difference?
Yeah, I did say that. I said I was gonna do this either way. So just knowing that I have diabetes now doesn't change anything
Yeah, Isaac's living his life to the fullest.
until it ends shortly.
No.
I have a unpopular opinion, but
Ooh.
it might actually be the popular opinion now.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
For
And
all
I
of
feel
us?
like years ago it was more unpopular
Okay.
when I first formed this opinion, but now I feel like the trend is becoming on my side,
Oh, you were a trailblazer.
and that is I think tipping is dumb.
Oh, tipping.
Specifically for things like haircuts and stuff where you're already paying that person to do the service,
Yep.
and then you tip them again on top of the service.
Where is okay, or like, where should we tip? In your opinion?
I think like restaurants can still have a tip associated if your server is doing a really good job, but not just like the standard service of like, what can I get you? Here you go. Like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we should. The tip system is just awful, especially.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen all the memes now where you turn around the tablet and just, oh, it's going to ask you one question. And it's always like a tip.
Yep.
It's gotten out of hand, folks. And I had this opinion probably 10 years ago. I remember Mary like getting mad at me. She's like, you have to tip your barber. I'm like, why? What am I paying them for in the first place?
It's
That's
funny.
a good point.
It's funny you say that because I also had that opinion long time because I'm from England, and tipping is not really a thing there. It's becoming slightly more of a thing. But I worked as a server, and you'd be lucky to like get like 1 or 2 pounds after like a full like 40-pound meal. It was like extra if you were doing good. And so in England, there is more of the culture of like you're just nice because like you're being nice. Whereas the problem, as soon as I moved to America, I realized like people are only nice here to get a tip, but it's already created the problem. And so I would say definitely still tip at restaurants because America has created this problem that it's almost too late to go back on now. So even if your
Yeah.
waiter is not doing good, they're still making way under minimum wage because the restaurant knows that you'll pay their wages for them.
Yeah, that's a big issue.
So America's made the issue, and so as much as like I'd be like boycott tipping even at restaurants, it's like then you're kind of just screwing them over.
Yeah.
Because the restaurant is not doing what they should be doing, which is paying their employees a fair wage.
Yeah, I have no problem.
I'll tip at coffee shops too, just because I think they're nice and personable and do a good job making your coffee.
Yeah.
Tattoo
It
artists.
depends. Yeah.
I tip my tattoo
Most of
artist.
the time at coffee shops, I won't tip because, like, if you get a latte, that could be $5 or $6. Then you tip $1 or $2 and make it. That's like a meal just for a drink.
That's true.
I'm like, man,
But in Romania, our latte was only $1. I was
Yeah,
so
what?
excited.
we went to Iceland too. They had no tipping. Then we went to the restaurants and there was
Yep.
like,
Mm,
they're just
yeah.
like, here's your check.
Yeah.
Yep.
No line for tipping. I was like, this is great.
I like tipping when it's not expected. When I worked as
Yeah.
like a blind installer, it was never like expected that people would tip, but it was always super nice when someone would throw you an extra 20 because you did like a good job,
Yeah.
not just because
That's
they
where I
felt
think
like they had
tipping
to.
should be, is where it's not a line on the receipt or you flip the thing over and you can't even skip the menu. You have to pick a tip amount. You're like, what?
Yep.
It should just be like, dang, that was a good cup of coffee. Here you go, man.
But I think it
I
is still a
love the
hot take.
latte art, dude.
I think it's still a controversial take. I think we agree, but like some people for sure in the comments will not agree.
But that's why, yeah, I agree. But that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's shifting to like it is the popular opinion now versus like if you would have had this convo 5-6 years ago, people would have been like, "Are you nuts?"
Yeah.
Yeah. One announcement. I'm not sure when this podcast is going live, but Good Burger 2 comes out next week. And boy, oh boy, am I excited. It's probably going to be so bad. But
Is it coming to theaters or
no, Paramount
Straight
Plus.
to streaming.
I wish
are we
it would.
coming over to your house?
I know. We need to do a watch party.
Yeah.
Me, Andrew, and Blake have been talking about it tons because, I mean, Andrew and I grew up watching it. Blake as well.
You
Plus,
probably
he-
had the same issue. Anytime we would go to Blockbuster,
I also watched it.
Blockbuster, yeah.
my parents were like, "What do you want to rent?" It was all the same movie. Can we get Good Burger? Can we get Good Burger? Every single time at Blockbuster.
Same.
And they get so angry.
My grandma was all for it. She'd be like,
She
what do you
loved
want?
it too?
I'd go Good Burger, and then she'd make chicken, or wait, not chicken. It was steak fingers and like gravy sauce. Sounds weird, but it was
Whoa,
good.
elaborate on what that means.
You know, like chicken fingers, but they're like steak fingers.
Yeah, but
So deep
are
fried?
they like deep fried?
So like
Or
chicken fried
just
steak
cut up
fingers?
and-
Something like that.
And
Yeah.
steak strips.
That sounds good,
No,
man.
like deep fried, I think.
Whoa, that sounds really good.
So yeah, we pretty much know the whole movie by heart. And Good Burger 2, what is it? 20-something years later, they finally are doing the sequel.
Bad idea. But
It's gonna be cringe. I just know it.
Well, us as a team, we're gonna have a watch party.
And that's gonna be great. I don't care if it's cringe. It's gonna be fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you guys have a movie like that where you grew up watching it. Dumb and Dumber did that. I don't know why they take so long to make a sequel. They make it like 20 years later. They did that with Dumb and Dumber with Jim Carrey. And
Avatar.
that was bad.
Hey, Avatar was a long wait, but that was an incredible sequel.
Yeah, but if they would have made it like 2 years after,
I know.
it would have been great.
I know.
And what's with movies getting so long nowadays?
Oh, you don't like that?
Depends. Not the one you just saw that was like 4 hours long. Are you serious?
That one was long. It's called like Secrets of the Flower Moon or
I don't know.
something of the
I
Flower
don't know.
Moon. It was it was
You
The
never
movie.
told me what your rating was, so give the rating now.
of that movie.
Yeah.
It was great cinema, great acting,
Yeah.
but it was long and tedious. We also started at 9 p.m.
I guess it depends on
What's
the
your rating?
6.5.
Okay. I think it depends on the movie. Like something like that, I'm like, no
Yeah,
thanks. If
I
it's like
remember-
a Star Wars that's 4 hours or
Yeah,
Lord of the
that'd be
Rings.
Or like Dune or like Marvel. You
Dude,
want
I
those to be
remember.
long.
I remember though, like as a kid growing up, anytime we had a movie night, my dad would always want to watch Patton, and yeah, it's like this war movie about General Patton. Anyway, the movie came on 2 discs because it was so long, and I would always get so mad at him, and I'd always bring that up. It's 2 discs. We're not gonna have time to watch this. It's so boring.
How long was each disc?
Yeah.
I don't know, but it was this was like the in between phase of like VHS, and they finally made DVDs, and I think DVDs only had a certain limit, so it had to come on 2 discs.
That's funny.
DVDs.
I had the Lord of the Rings extended edition, and that was 2 discs each movie. So it was like it was 6 discs in the whole case,
Yeah.
and it was
The
so hard to
extended
keep
one
track
was
of.
crazy.
Put the wrong disc in, you're in the middle of 2 towers.
Guys, we are going to be launching some brand new merch. And I don't know if we've asked you this before, but we'd love your feedback on what you would like. Because we are making it for you guys, not just ourselves, but we want you guys to be able to wear it. What type of apparel would you like? We do have a limited edition must-have snacks that we're launching for Black Friday, which is going to be epic. So
There's only going to be 1,000 of them, so you better buy them quick.
and there's going to be 1,000 signed cards, which is going to be epic. But if you want to check that out, JStuStudios.com. Let us know your feedback in the comments below. We do read the comments, and we see all of them. So thank
Yeah.
you for
And if you're
commenting.
listening on Spotify or Apple Music too, please give us a 5-star review.
Yeah, we're almost at 2,000 reviews on Spotify.
Oh, darn it. I wanted to start the podcast with a certain thing.
Oh, well, we could do that next episode.
Okay, well, end it with this episode. Then the next episode will start the same way. Guys, we want to hit 100,000 subscribers on this channel, so hit subscribe. That was going to be my call to action before you're allowed to listen to the podcast.
Yeah. And he's talking about the YouTube channel. If you're listening on
Yeah.
Spotify, go to our YouTube channel and hit the sub button. We're at, what, 80?
80K.
Yeah.
20K more, guys. We can do it.
But thank you guys for your support, and we'll see you on the next episode. Right, Isaac?
That's right. Or if you're on Spotify, we won't see you. I guess we don't see anybody. You'll
No,
see
we have
us.
video on Spotify.
But we don't see them.
We don't
You'll
see
see us.
Yeah.
I don't
Rats.
think we ever see them.
Yeah.
Unless
If
we see
you're-
you in person.
If you are listening on Spotify and you just finished this podcast, go over to JSTU Music and listen to our newest song
Oh, there you
called
go.
Mama Was Right. That was my plug.
Yes. Thanks.
Plug something.
Drew, what do you want to plug, Drew?
Yeah,
Drew,
Drew,
plug something
plug
good.
Guys, we just released the new JSTU backpacks. They are fire. Get them now.
Drew is
That was
editing
a
the
good-
photos for them. Thanks,
Good
Drew.
plug.
Great.
Carice, what's your plug?
My plug is just a correction to Drew's plug. They've been available since we launched the merch.
They were on pre-order. Now they're available.
Well, Hannah, do you have any plugs?
She's
Listening
wearing
to music right
earplugs.
now. All right, we'll see you guys later. Bye.